Hello everyone, this is Deadeye and today we are doing a conspiracy theory video on DIPPY147, this guy right here. Now let's get to it. This is an image of a desert that I specifically did not choose, it was already there. And just below, if you notice, there's a little snake, little dude. SCP-DIPPY147 Conspiracy File DIPPY147. DIPPY147 is a small-scale content creator active on YouTube and Twitch, known for humorous gaming content and a distinctive laugh. On to the first theory. The funny laugh disguise theory. DIPPY147 isn't just some small-time YouTuber, his funny laugh is a calculated tool to mask his genius-level manipulation of the YouTube algorithm and human psychology. He describes himself only by his laugh. Why? Because it's a perfect sonic signature, recognizable, disarming, and unforgettable. Also, laughing is contagious. The more you hear it, the more you associate positive emotions with the channel, classic conditioning. Well, he's running a low-key psychological operation via giggles, which is basically manipulating you into liking him just by his laugh. Well, not intentionally. Everyone loves someone who laughs. Second theory, which is you could say is not related, but also same time related. It's a long shot. The fear and hunger paradox theory. His video "Fear and Hunger, except it'll make you smile" is a riddle, a contradiction itself, a challenge to reality itself. Fear and Hunger is a notoriously grim game, making it smile-worthy, breaks the fundamental laws of the tone. Basically, the game is dark and stuff, and saying that it'll make you smile is the opposite of it. And that's what basically it is. Dippy might be secretly testing the limits of emotional paradoxes, seeing how much contradiction the average human can take before brain melting, which is basically throwing a bunch of emotions that contradict themselves. Dippy is experimenting with emotional alchemy, basically creating positive things out of nothing. Now, this theory is very important. Notice. Put your tinfoil hats on, theorists. The podcast Time Vault. Dipping Fries is secretly a time capsule podcast predicting internet events even before they happen, The first episode is about ranking FNAF games, my area of expertise. Just after the first episode, the FNAF movie hype explodes online. Coincidence? I think not. Or subtle trend prediction? Who knows? Both. Could be both. The second episode challenges media bias, possibly foreshadowing coming shifts in fandom opinions. Well, either Frog Guy is a prophet, or Dippy has a DeLorean and access to game theory's secret files, which could be balonies, but at the same time, super exciting. Now, the alternate channel cover-up theory. The Dipped channel isn't just a side hustle, it's an alter ego that allows Dippy to experiment with deeper lore and character work free from the expectations of his main audience. Dipped is credited for voice acting in animation, possibly creating the worlds in which DIPPY147 lives. And Dipped and DIPPY147 have never been seen in the same video at the same time. You could say it's a bunch of nonsense, but it's true. I've never seen them at least together. For all I know, they could be two different people. You could have, an identical twin that has the same voice as him, the same laugh as him. But all in all, it's whatever, And we could possibly we were dealing with either a multiverse situation or a clone, or identical twin, Now, the Twitch Ghost Channel. The Twitch channel is a front. A digital ghost town hiding secrets in plain sight. Only 41 followers and no current content? Sounds fishy even to me, That's either a missed opportunity or intentional obscurity. What if the real streams are encrypted messages sent to a specific audience that we have no knowledge of, or may not even know, or may not even exist? And whatever we are saying right now could be total nonsense that guarantees our stay in the mental asylum. Who knows? Twitch Dippy is the underground operation. YouTube Dippy is just a storefront, which is basically true. I discovered YouTube, I discovered Dippy on YouTube first, then on Twitch, which makes sense. Now, the layered persona theory. DIPPY147 is not one person, but a rotating cast under a shared identity. Well, I don't have solid proof, but it is what it is. Voice inconsistencies in older videos, Twitch channel inconsistencies, online yet inactive. Dippy may be an alternate personality or a separate handler. Dippy or Dippid may not even be Dippit or DIPPY147. It could be someone else. What if somebody's pretending to be Dippy while saying that he's Dippy, while not being Dippy, and Dippy not existing at all but being a personality that was created by said person? Similar to VTubers, we may never know who's really behind the screen, which is true. And now, the algorithmic puppet theory. So for this one, you need to put on another tinfoil hat on your first tinfoil hat. The algorithmic puppet theory. DIPPY147 is not a human at all, but a fully autonomous AI developed to test meme behavior in digital communities. The frequency of perfect comedic timing, which is quite rare to find. Well, it's common, but also rare to find a good one. No concrete biographical data, very important to remember, because I don't think I found anything, biographical about him. Consistently references meta-narratives, self-aware meme tropes, and digital culture. Well, what if he's not a creator, but a creation of someone? But by whom? The answer might be inside YouTube itself, and that's for you to find out, because I already have a lead on it, I think. And this one, which is quite related, because I've seen it multiple times, it's a repetitive thing for me. His obsession with fries, ketchup, and food motives is symbolic of deeper programming or ritualistic messaging. Is this a message? Is he sending a message to someone? I mean, he mentions food a lot of times, and I don't mind because food is delicious, so food is food. The Dipping Fries podcast logo resembles an occult sigil. This may be a random occurrence, coincidence. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he just loves food? I mean, he's expressed that intent very clearly, although indirectly. And the hypnotizing laugh theory, which quite makes sense. Every laugh isn't just a laugh, it's an activation. Listeners report dreaming of the laugh. Does DIPPY147 have hypnotizing powers? Well, I have to say his laugh is iconic because at first I just heard his laugh. Then I checked out who he was. So before that, I only knew about his laugh. So holds some truth, a lot of truth, I guess. He might not be controlling his audience, but conditioning them for something. Something, well, who knows? Maybe we'll get to know if we ask him or not. We'll discover it ourselves. Now, the final conspiracy. Dippy is a meme AI gone rogue. Could DIPPY147 be an experimental content generation AI trained on memes, indie horror games, and chaotic Gen Z humor released into the wild by accident? Is the laugh just corrupted output code? Who knows? We may never know. We may never know, actually. And, final thoughts, for the guy, for our man. Whether he's a visionary, a construct, or a chaotic genius, the legend of DIPPY147 grows with every upload. A digital cryptid whose laugh might echo through internet folklore for generations to come. Well, I have a question for you, Dippy. More probably, DIPPY147, formally, if I may ask. If I consider the possibility that the multiverse exists, where is Waifu147? I don't need questions. I need answers right now.